Can you hear us? Okay, good. Yeah, we're good. Is it freezing already? Yes, I'm recording. You said today.
Got it.
Pop up at the top. Yeah. Like a little car.
Do I need this at all?
No. That was the owl.
Oh.
Okay, we're starting in a minute.
Okay, we're starting in a minute. You got it.
Okay, welcome everybody to Rotary After Hours. Thank you for joining us. We have a good presentation night, so I'm glad you all could be here. We are going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance. So if everyone could stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag just a reminder that this meeting is being recorded, so you can always watch meeting after on our YouTube page, or if you ever miss a meeting, you can go there to see recordings that you may have missed. And feel free to continue to get food and stuff like that. For announcements, just a reminder to come up here so that those that are online can hear and see you. All right, Neil, welcome guests and visiting Rotarians.
All right. So we got Megan Hafner, and then my question for you, Megan. Are you sweet or salty? Foods person. Sweet foods person. And then we have Andrea, Dane, Andrew, and Spencer. And then, what do you prefer? Sweet or salty foods?
I'm sweet and salty.
Wow. And then next we have John.
Yes, hi, I'm John Skenzel. I'm Dr. Larry's son. Many years ago, I was an exchange student in Japan. And I will also now be moving to Japan in about 2 months. So, yes,
Congratulations, John.
and I'm 100% sweet.
Like that. Then Ben.
I'm Ben. I finally got the application. I would say it depends on the day. Sometimes sweet, sometimes sweet and some.
Then we have Patrick. Welcome, Patrick. Sweet or salty?
Think sweet and.
And then we have Miranda. What do you prefer, Miranda? Sweet or salty foods? Salty? Nice. And then Matinga? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry. Sweet. Nice. Well, welcome, guys.
All right, well, welcome to all of our guests here tonight. We're glad you joined us. Feel free to stick around after and ask people questions. Everyone's pretty friendly. Sometimes we have a social after as well, so you're always welcome to join us. All right, Neil, sorry, do you want to announce who's joining us virtually?
So we have Jen and then Liz Evans online.
All right, thank you. Welcome, Liz and Jen. All right, so we are going to start the night off with our Paul Harris Awards. I have a couple of them to share tonight. So Paul Harris Fellow. It's somebody that donates $1,000 to the Rotary Foundation, and then for every additional $1,000, they get a plus one. Okay, so we are going to call you all up one by one. Do you want to say that? Okay. Shane Stark. So Shane is getting a Paul Harris Fellow +2.
All right, and then Brandon Harris is getting a Paul Harris Fellow +3. Congratulations. Jeremy Moritz is getting a Paul Harris Fellow +5. Paul Harris +6. Thank you. And then maybe just picture.
Yeah.
We'll grab a
Well,
picture.
no, Laura.
I have to leave.
Sorry.
Sorry, I don't have any pictures now then. Can I stand on the stage?
Yeah.
Oh, you might be it up. No, I'll just kneel down here. That way. Marissa doesn't
Yeah,
have to-
let's-
I'm sorry.
1, 2. Love it. Thank
I
you.
think you're so taller than.
Yep. I want to thank you all for furthering the Rotary mission. So when members donate to the foundation, it allows our club to do district projects and allows Rotary as a whole to do the work that they do all over the world. If you have any questions about how to do that, let Sierra know, myself. Most people probably can help you, Brandon, Laura, Jeremy. You can go online and sign up. So every month it'll just take money out of your account. So if you donate $10 a month, it'll automatically do it for you. So you don't even have to think about it. So there's a lot of options to give if that interests you. I will mention too, Jeremy has just joined the Request Society. So that's when you pledge an X amount of money in your will to Rotary International. So, congratulations.
Can I also add?
Yeah.
So the other part of our club being eligible for like international grants is that we donate $100 per member per year. So if we don't have members who sign up for giving or give, that also restricts our ability to participate in any sort of international grants for big projects like that. So it is important that even if we can get $100 out of you a year, that will help us to make sure that we can get those grants and participate in a larger project. Our club has done a lot.
Thank you. Any questions about the foundation or anything like that? All right, like I said, there's a lot of people that know about it, so feel free to ask questions if you have any questions. And you can sign up right online and one of our members can help you if you have any questions. All right, very quickly, we have one May anniversary. So we have Alyssa Frank is celebrating 8 years with Rotary After Hours this month. All right, very quickly, you just go. Caitlin, congratulations. Caitlin and Justin met in Rotary, and they were married in Ireland 2 weeks ago, and then over the weekend had a wedding ceremony here in the state. So congratulations, you're a beautiful bride. So. New member pinning, Alyssa.
All right, we are going to be pinning our new members tonight. Olga, could you come up? All right, so Olga is one of our newer members, and we are giving her our certificate of membership, her official name badge, as well as a Rotary pin. And Sam will take a photo of all the new members as well, and Alicia. Bit of a maze to get up, but take your time. All right, here is your certificate, official name badge, and Rotary pin. So we do have these two new members, and let's give them a big round of applause. We do also have a downtown Rotary member who is transferring over to us. You've probably seen him around a little bit, but Dean is now officially a Rotary After Hours member as well. Give him a little round of applause. And then we do have quite a few new applications going to be coming in, so hopefully you will see me up here again soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Alyssa, and Olga, Dean, and Alyssa. Great. Don't know if this could work. So I think I mentioned at our last meeting, but we didn't have capabilities. And I don't know if we have sound capabilities tonight, so we'll see. But Bill took some time to create a video for our service project, the Sleep and Heavenly Peace bed build that we did in the fall. This was shown at Tri-Con a couple weeks ago, and we were one of the top places in all the videos that were submitted. So I'm gonna see if I can play this.
Probably won't work well for 10 people.
Okay, sorry.
We'll hear it in the room.
I don't know. I can protect other people. Do we have sound or not?
Oh, HDMI. Video. No, there. Oh. Right.
Sorry, we have to do- the people have their faces covered.
Mm-hmm. Wait, can you see her face? Oh. I don't know how to get them out here, so.
I can remember it, or I'll stick it back there. So that is sorry, guys. My fault. I'm in this way. Sorry. Wait.
Oh. We do service. So while we're waiting, we can do some service. Thank you, everybody who came up through the Monday meals. We served 180 something meals. And the rest were taken home with workers. So that was awesome. The next one is coming up very quick. Tomorrow night for 5 p.m. we have the Memorial Day flag planting. And that will go around as well. So the ones that are names are already on here, you have been registered on Club Runner or scheduled. And then we have highway cleanup coming June 1st, 5:30 p.m. We have 7 people signed up. There's more room and we get to have fun afterwards. So come do that as well. And June 28th will be the River Fest fencing. At 4 p.m. at the Riverside Park. So that will go around as well. So come join the fun. Thank you.
If you're newer, the river. River Fest fencing, it doesn't sound like that's feeding the hungry or anything, but it is, the club does get money for that labor that we put into it, so. Do volunteer, it's a little bit of hard work, but that brings in some money for the club to help us just do what we do.
What's the date again on the?
2024. River Fest. 20th. 1 p.m. Yeah. Thank you. Dead bottle. The kind of activity wasn't on across the south side.
Oh, 90 beds for kids in the local community. It's also the Sleep and Heavenly Peace next. I don't know about the cost of America, though. Part of over 300 chapters nationwide that are building beds for kids in their local community.
What an awesome event. It was a lot of work, but had such an impact on so many kids. It was one of the most fulfilling volunteer experiences I have ever participated in.
You know how many projects that we did for the best. We need to use people that. In order to. Our presentations over the last couple of years have really provided us with a great partnership, but this one allows us to be involved firsthand and really feel connected to the end impact that we have. There were volunteers of all ages, and the Sleep and Heavenly team had everything laid out so well that nobody needed to be an expert carpenter. Seeing the pictures of the kids once they got their beds was so awesome, and you could see that they felt cared for by the people in their community. The joy in their care enough for them to build them that bed was just awesome and really, really heartwarming. And then you're from there, saying this for trans to receive another bed out from. With that money, federal
As part of America, which chapters all across the nation participate in building as many buses they can for their. We sometimes hear a lot about global impact without connecting it with our local community, and this example for this project was a prime example of how you can look in your backyard and make an impact on people that you walk by every day. A couple of hours on Saturday, we impacted so many kids in a positive way, and that's what these types of projects are really all about.
For those of you that might be new, every year we have Shark Tank where our members can pitch a different project in the community, and our club will provide $5,000, and then they can get a matching grant from the Rotary district, so it's a total of $10,000. So last year's project that was chosen was Sleep and Heavily Peace, so in October, we got together and created 40 beds, but with the Lions Club, it was a total of 80 beds. And then we worked with the organization Sleep and Heavenly Peace, sorry, and then some of our members were also able to go set up the beds in the kids' homes, and I was able to go, I know Mari was able to go and staff. And it was pretty awesome to see the kids' faces light up. Some of them were sleeping on a mattress on the floor. Some didn't have sheets, and they were able to get a bed, a frame, sheets, comforter, and a pillow free of charge through this program. So we really did make an impact for area youth. And then if you were at our meeting a couple of weeks ago, we had a couple of great pitches, and the one that was selected was Bill and Bradley's Northside Elementary Greenhouse Project. So I'm sure there will be more to come very soon. Looks like Bill has a folder already started, so. But that's kind of what the funds that we raise throughout the year allow us to do from our, I would say our 5K, but then as Laura mentioned too, when people give to the district, it allows us to be eligible for those district matching funds. All right, and thank you, Phil, for putting that together.
Pleasure.
Service announcements. So like Phil said, here are the dates and time for our upcoming service events. Thank you to those that went to Monday meals last week. It was a fun event and a great way for us to talk to each other and get to know each other. It was my first time doing it, and I know there's a couple more coming up this year, so I encourage you to attend. All right. Nathan, do you want to talk about this at all, or do you want me to? Sorry, I just keep throwing this at you every time.
Yeah, so I mentioned this last meeting, but Pearl Street Brewery does this thing where each month in the summer they focus on a different nonprofit, and on Monday from 4 to 8. Tuesday, sorry. Tuesday, 4 to 8. They give $1 of every pint, and then
Yes.
$3 every growler. I think there's a post on Facebook about like a social kind of, isn't there like something kind of? The first meeting in June, like afterwards, I think folks are maybe like gonna go over and at least like our club is gonna do a little drinking and a little donating back to the club based on how much we drink. So yeah, just spread the word, and it should be a good time. It's an easy way to give a little back to the club. Just spread that word.
And that's every Tuesday in June.
It is.
And typically. Okay, typically we have our board meeting the first Tuesday of the month, and those of you that are on the board, I will be sending out an email that will be changing. So if you want to go the first Tuesday of the month, you are welcome to go. You won't have a board meeting. All right. I just wanted to highlight a couple upcoming area Rotary Club events. So coming up, I guess tomorrow night is bingo with the Rotary East at Pearl Street Brewery. There's a golf outing in June down in Sparta, and then Lobster Fest is June 16th. Kathy, I don't know if you want to mention anything about that. See how you're
Well,
here.
if you'd like tickets, I do happen to have tickets for, Lobster Fest in my, fancy bag over here. So you can also go to Eventbrite and you're available on that, from June 11th. It's a good time for the annual, looking forward to it again, so, it's fun.
All right, awesome, thank you. Then there's a couple other events coming up later this summer. Yep.
Sure. So alpaca pancakes, we've talked about it for like years now, but it's finally happening September 2nd. We're in with the park board to make a request to hold this fundraiser. So I'm thinking it's really happening this time. So September 2nd, it's gonna be at the Copeland Oktoberfest Pavilion. It will be like 8 to 11. We're gonna need volunteers that day. So put it on your calendars to help in pancakes. Since the original creation of this project, we've added some fun elements. There's gonna be a vote for your favorite animal or alpaca. And at the end of the event, that one will be crowned as the king or queen of the event. So it's gonna be pretty fun, super cute. So mark your calendars, September 2nd. I will put things out on the Facebook page very soon.
Thank you. Friendship exchange, just a reminder, if you would like to go to Croatia, there's an opportunity in September, but also our next meeting will be, Jennifer from our club will be speaking about her friendship exchange to India. And actually, some of the people from India will be on their friendship exchange here in La Crosse and will be joining our meeting. So it'll be a great way to meet, some of those people, some of the people that have been involved in the program. If that's something that interests you, they also have some other events going on in the community. If you would like to join, they've invited all Rotarians to, there's a fee for a couple of them, but if you're interested, let me know and I can get you the link. If you are a new member and have not attended this, they are doing a new Rotary orientation. This is for the whole district, so it is intended to attend once. It's not a series, and I think it's recommended for people that have been in Rotary for less than a year. If there's 5 Wednesdays in the month, they're holding it. So the next one is next Wednesday, May 31st. They have an option at 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. and it is on Zoom. So if you're interested in attending that, let me know and I can get you the information. I will also try and send the information to those that have been in the club for less than a year if you'd like to join. All right, very quickly, I sent out an email to everybody asking you to approve our board and submit nominations for avenues of service. Did I miss something else?
No.
So I still have not gotten enough, but I think we have enough people tonight. So I think we can just do a raise of hands if you approve the board, if you are a member of the board. So I don't know, like, if there needs to be a formal thing, but I guess if you.
Approve the
Thank you.
board of.
Board of directors.
Yeah.
For next year.
Second.
Second, all right, all in favor? Say aye, raise your hand. All right, any further discussion, any opposed? All right, so then, I should have had you do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I drew. Okay, so are we good? All right, motion carries, thank you, we have approved our board for next year, thank you. And that does not mean if you have not filled out the survey, please still do. We have nominations in there for avenues of service, which is coming up. And there's a lot of members in our club that have done some outstanding work and should be acknowledged and recognized. So please take just a couple minutes, put in some names and maybe why they, why you think they would be why they should be nominated. There's information for who's eligible for each seat in there, but I just sent out a reminder yesterday, so please take a few minutes to do that.
Or did you say one happening for the
They're due July 1st. So, coming up quickly. So my hope is if everyone can get that survey done by tomorrow, I will get a committee together to move that process forward and write it up.
But wasn't I see the reason why I didn't do like, no, I'm like, I need to take time to write the nomination, but we don't have. No, we should just
No.
write the name.
Yes, just write the name and like if you could write a sentence like why you're nominating a person. But you don't have to write up, sorry. Yeah, you don't have to write up the whole nomination. Someone in the cup will do that once we choose who will be nominated. Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, sorry, maybe that wasn't explained well.
Like, yeah, but the other pieces like they have.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't maybe explain that well. So if you haven't done it, there's a couple questions for different awards and you just need to put someone's name and maybe a sentence or two why you think that they deserve that award. You don't need to write out like paragraphs and all of that. We will have someone in the club look at all those, decide who you want to nominate from our club and then write up that you might be asked to help with various pieces of it, but you don't have to actually write.
I hope.
All right, any other questions so far? Okay, Kathy, do you want to come up and give a couple little descriptions? So we have Kathy Millard here, who is the Interact Advisor. Is that right?
Sure.
Should have asked what
Sure.
your official title is, but
I'll-
I'll turn it over. Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah. Just FYI, I celebrate my 19th year as a member of Rotary East next Friday. And I will say, my involvement with Interact has been a high point of it. So I actually have the privilege of being the advisor of all the Interact advisors in the area, so 7 clubs. And those advisors are made up of various people from clubs. You used to have one, we used to have a Rotary after hours advisor that helped out at Logan, but we lost that person I think right before COVID in fact. And we haven't had someone from your club since then. So I reached out and said, hey, it would really be awesome if we could have someone from after hours that could help advise the Logan Interact. Here's the catch. They meet at 1 o'clock on Thursday afternoons, the first and the third Thursday of the month. So that's one of the big challenges is not exactly the best time. Not exactly the best time that the kids enjoy either. They kind of change the schedules and that's when the clubs meet. They get about 20 minutes if they're lucky. They have an agenda, they get their business done. So if you're late, you kind of miss the meeting, to be honest with you. I'm looking for someone perhaps from after hours that maybe wants to advise the club. We do have Andy from downtown, Andy Bacham. He's one of the advisors. I'm also working in the schools now at Central and Logan, so I can attend those Interact meetings, but I'd really like to have another person as an advisor to help guide them and do some various things. So if you're interested, you can let Ashley know, you can let Marissa know, they know how to get a hold of me, anybody knows. Or I'll be here for the whole meeting and we can have a chat about that, but that would start back up again, starting in September. And of course, iFeed is one of the big things that the kids do, but they do about a service project a month in some way, shape or form. So it's not a ton of time, but I think it is so, those kids are so motivated and so great. I know you would enjoy it if you took part in it. Yes, sir.
So are you an advisor for a particular school? How's that work?
I am not an advisor for any particular school. I just work in both of the schools. So I just kind of go and watch the other 2 advisors do their thing. I advise all the adult advisors.
Were you asking about the
How
role?
many schools?
We have, there's
What's
how
the
many,
advisor do?
well, they are there to help, they help keep the agenda set, they get them on track, so if they want to do, if they're doing river cleanup, hey, have you got your sign up for river cleanup? Basically kind of what a president does.
So they, you mean a group of high school kids?
Correct, like herding cattle.
Which high school do you have?
We're looking to fill a spot at Logan, but we have Central, Logan, Aquinas, Alaska, Holman, West Salem, and Caledonia are all part of this group. Yes, sir.
I was part of it at Central when we had a part in it at Central, I was one of the advisors. It is really rewarding. Again, you see high school kids grow into service on the organization, and it's really cool. The time,
Yeah, the time is they changed the schedules and they were meeting before school and after, central meets after school, that works for them, but yeah, 1 o'clock.
One vacancy is Logan.
Yeah. If you're interested in advising some other clubs, we can talk about that too, but those spots are kind of. Yeah, really looking for someone to help with it. Yes, ma'am. Sure. Anybody can. Absolutely.
That's great.
Yeah, yeah. Any other questions? All right, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Stephanie. All right, and speaking of youth, we have Mari tonight giving her end of the year presentation. She has a couple trips lined up. So she's doing it a little bit early. She will still be here at a couple more meetings, but we wanted to make sure she got this in. So I will hand it over to Mari.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Mari. Most people know me, but just in case, I will introduce myself. I'm Mari Kiyose from Japan. I'm from Tokyo. It's super big city, so today I will talk about my exchange year. And yeah, my journey was started that way. I dropped my passport 3 times by the time I got to here. Every single time people helped me, and I was helped by a woman who went to Japan as an exchange student from Rotary long time ago. I was surprised about it, and I felt that Rotary is wide known and what the world is connected. When I arrived at La Crosse Airport, Rotary member welcomed me. Rotarians who are in Japan usually like wear formal suits and very calm and peaceful. But yeah, you know, it's different. It was different. American Rotary, especially Rotary after hours member, were different. You're very friendly and smile. It made me very relaxed and happy. And then I went Scandal House, where the first host family house. My dinner was couscous. It was awesome. And do you remember if you were my first presentation? My goal was I would like to know various things. I will propagate the Japanese culture, and I will be enjoying my stay. So did I complete them? Let's check them out. Knowing various things in Wisconsin. People are very friendly. Yeah, when I went Rally Fest, right after I came to the US, people talked to me very friendly, even we didn't know each other. If we go same way, somehow we chat. I love it. And Wisconsin people love chatting. So after, thank you for invite us. Should we go? Are you ready to go? It takes average of half an hour to actually leave. I love it though, because I love talk to others. We talk, they talk a lot, drinking beer, even though during the day, I think the Japanese beer. Yeah. I can't drink, but Yeah, it should be good. Yeah, and I wondered why Rotarians care about like a drinking for students, but I understood because Wisconsin is the one of the drinkiest states in the state. Also, Lagos and Nebraska is the 10th. So that's why they care about the drinking. I think beer make Wisconsin people very friendly. Also, we smile when our meet. I really love that. It makes me happy and lead to thinking positive. When I went New York for trip, they didn't. Our met. So I realized that nice thing isn't just only in Midwest. Smile has a big power, I think. It makes me easy to talk to people and open mind and nice conversation. Second goal was propagating the Japanese culture. I don't know whether I did it or no, but I held Swiss party, inviting with my friend and Rotarian. Also, I made, yeah, it's very fun to make sushi together and talking to others. And also I made Japanese food for host family. Next, my struggle was different language. I couldn't understand anything even though I studied English at school in Japan. Like the next day, my arrival date, I joined tennis practice and I couldn't understand anything what they were saying. Yeah, it was tough for me. They asked me to come bonfire and I enjoyed it, but I couldn't communicate with them, even though they tried to conversation with me. I felt little bit alone or nervous, but a girl who had hosted exchange student before, she encouraged me and others talked to me, so it was fine. And also, I sometimes worried that my English might not improve. The exchange program ended. So how did I get through the struggle? So John, here, who speaks Japanese, he went to Japan as an exchange student from Rotary. He helped me a lot because like after I got here, so sometimes, yeah, talk Japanese and he helped me a lot. And also I didn't consider it too seriously because it was too busy to think about it. Yeah, they took me a lot of praise and have new experience. And yeah. Yeah. Practice tennis and so on. And I just enjoyed my staying. I become positive as staying in the US, and I was thinking it would be fine in the end. And I figured out it was better to have fun than to worry. Also, people helped me a lot. Others cheer me up, like your English is getting better. The word gave me the energy to go on positive, staying positive. And third, enjoy to stay in the US. At school, my first community was tennis. They are so kind and nice, even if I couldn't understand what they were saying. I went Green Bay to play tennis game. We have such a great time to stay overnight with them. And next, lottery events. I really love lottery events because fun. I heard some other Rotary club don't really have events, so I'm so glad that my host club is Rotary After Hours. Volunteering is a good way to interact with people, have fun and help. It's amazing. We also can have conversation with others. I love conversation, so yeah. And my host family. I love my family. They took a lot of breaks. We were up in Michigan and Florida, biking, hiking, and so on. Look at this biking picture. I usually not getting tired, but at that day I got tired because it's too long for me. And yeah, Missy rode the e-bike. She cheered me up, but she rode the e-bike. So I was so jealous. And meanwhile, Buddy went so fast, like I couldn't see him. And he smiled and like a kid. It was so funny. And yeah, also I really enjoy our daily conversation more than anything else because I love conversation. It is very interesting how different families have different life cycle. And friends, my friends are so nice. They helped me a lot and hung out a lot. Like we went skiing, skating, riding a horse, watching movie, and so on. My friend also Hmong and Mexican too, so my group is international. Sometimes they brought own country food for lunch, so we tried each other and it's so good. I went to Mexican restaurant before. I got a dish, but I don't really like it. But how mom made one was so good. It's different. I think a dish, her mom made a dish in love, so love is the best. Also, I learned from other Rotary exchange students about other culture and other thoughts. Europe students, especially they're from Italy and France, they're very close to each other physically and physical touching and so on. So Asian, including me, like, we are surprised, and I can't do what they do for me. And other thoughts, it's shocked me. One of the Asian girl talked her looks, that she thought she had inferiority complex. I agreed with her because other country women have big eye or like look so good for us. But however, a girl who heard our thoughts, she said, "No way! What don't you think of your looks? You should stay positive." So we heard the word, and we agreed with her, and I realized that we should stay positive and love ourselves and finding good things, not bad things. So my change through this year, I was always nervous, but now just do it. Yeah, because it is no use worrying about something. I realize it's important to do something. Also, I used to think that I might not be able to do this, but now I can do this. At least I tried to do it. I never know unless I try. So I think I completed my goal. I would like to know first aid check. I will propagate the Japanese culture, I think check. I will be enjoying my day, I think check. So now what? My next goal. I want to participate in a lot of volunteer and keep joining communities because it's fun. And also I can help something and others. I can make new friends and communities. I realize it's very important to have relationship and connection in community. I love to talk others, also to work together. And my next goal is keep improving myself. I want to be a very helpful person. I want to be a person who like a positive influence on others. I think it's wonderful if I make people smile or something good way. So thank you for everything. This year is my one of the best treasure. Yeah, I will make full use of my experience this year. Thank you so much.
All right, have to say your English has improved 100,000 times. Good job.
Thank you.
Yep.
How do you think, your folks are gonna feel about the changes that they see in you when you come home? Because you have changed. From when you left home, you have changed.
I hope. I'm not sure. I think.
We told you that we thought you were just gonna be really loud because our family is loud, America's loud, Mari is kind of, culturally you're more quiet and we're all loud, so your parents might be shocked that.
Yeah.
You're the child.
What's your best piece of advice for future exchange students?
Just enjoy and always, because if you nervous or negative, just put that aside and just enjoy and just enjoy.
About host families then. Next year, one of my girlfriends is taking the student for the first,
Mhm.
so I'd love to hear what you have advice for host parents.
I guess more conversation and smile. Yeah, because my other exchange student little bit complicated relationship with host family because her host mom always serious place and she couldn't conversation because host mom is always serious, so she couldn't talk very well. So I think smile. Thank you.
Any more questions for Mari?
Well, Mari, I want to thank you for doing a presentation. I know that it can be a little scary, but I agree, your English has improved immensely and you've always been a smiling face and willing to jump in. I don't know if anyone was at the building project, but Mari did it all. When we set up the beds, she jumped in there with power tools and helped set them up. So she really has the whole just do it is something that really exciting. So thank you, Mari. Thank you. Meeting Friday, right? So she's graduating from Central and she will be around. You have, I know a couple trips coming up. She'll be going to the West Coast, but she'll be here for a couple more meetings. I think you leave in mid-July.
End of July.
End of July, so we'll be sending out information when she's leaving. I think you have like a 6 a.m. flight out of La Crosse, but if anyone wants to go, if they visit her before she leaves, we will let all of our members know that. But there's still time for you to get to know her. If you want to go out to dinner or if there's something that you have going on in summer you'd like to invite her to, definitely reach out. You can reach out to Mari or is it Bill. Bill is her youth exchange counselor. So and I think we're gonna arrange a dinner too, that people can join before he heads home. So plenty of opportunities still. So thank you, Marie. Thank you so much. I will very quickly put in a plug. So while Mari is here, she stays with different host families, but also our club has to have different, I guess, positions to make sure that her stay here goes smoothly. And if any trouble arises, that we have people there to help. So we have youth exchange counselors or YECs. So Phil, Brianna, and Laura, thank you, have been Mari's. There's going to be some transitions. Obviously, Phil becoming president will no longer be able to do that. So I know Larry's stepping up and Laura will be stepping back as the YEC as well. So there is some opportunity for people, if anyone's interested in helping check-ins and just making sure things are going smoothly, helping arrange rides if needed or activities if needed. We would greatly appreciate that. So reach out to any of us on the committee. So again, Brianna, Larry, Phil, myself, Laura, Lisa. I'm sorry.
It's really not a lot of work.
Yeah, and it's a great way to get to know our youth exchange kids as well. And everyone's different. Like Mari has been great. She's been involved in a lot of things. So, you know, she's been pretty self-sufficient. Sometimes we do have to have help arranging rides and stuff for meetings, but it's usually pretty easy and we have a committee to help. So if you're interested, feel free to reach out to one of us and ask questions. So really quickly too, I want to congratulate Cassie on her little one. Griffin, they're here tonight. I think I made an announcement, but we have a little onesie, future Rotarian. So I hope it's all fits in. All right, and then our next meeting, so next week is a 5th Tuesday, so we do not meet for 3 weeks. So our next meeting is June 13th, and we will have Jennifer here with the India Friendship Exchange Program. So hopefully you can make it. All right, and then we will end the evening with the 5-way test. If everyone wants to stand. Of all the things we think, say, or do.
Officer. Friendship.
And there is a membership committee meeting after this. I don't think there's any other meetings, but there's a schedule of. So, thank you, everyone.